Emoji C here. Today we're going to start the show in Paso Robles, California, then home to Novato and make shish kebabs. All right, let's get the show started. Ooh, Robert, that's looking good. Wow, toasted those marshmallows. I can't get a nice close-up on that because my iPhone 13 might melt. Okay, mine is the special. This was called again, Chef,
That's the DJ Mark's Chopper.
DJ Mark's
great.
Chopper.
Yeah.
Then Jed is having the. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Chef Curtis. Tonight, honey, what restaurant are we dining at?
Mutiny Burger.
Oh, and where would we find Mutiny Burger?
In Paso Robles,
Paso
California.
Robles, California.
I'm not saying it right.
El Paso de Robles.
Okay.
Okay, now, why are we here, honey?
Because we love the burgers.
And why do we love the burgers?
Because they're juicy and they're fresh.
No, but tell them the story about we were here in the summertime, and then we kept. Should I tell the story?
Yes.
Okay, so we were here in July. We seen our friend Jet and his mom. We came down and hang out with Jet and his mom and his dad, and we found this place. It's called
Mutiny Burger.
And the burgers are flipping fantastic. The man behind us is the owner. And he's the owner. He's got a cook in the back. But anyway, long story short, the food is fabulous. The service is off the chain, and the beer and wine is to live for. Peace out. Check it out when you come to Paso Robles. The Hotel Cheval. I'll lock it. Everybody, my lovely Lisa is the biggest share fan in the world. That sounds good. This is nice, y'all. How's your day going? Fantastic.
The owner collecting them from all around the world.
Oh, okay.
So some of them from Argentina and Brazil.
Nice.
Yeah.
So these are riding crops, correct? Now, honey, this is the kind of pet I want.
I know. Did you take the whole courtyard view?
I did.
Okay. It's better from up at the top.
I got it from up there. Ready to roll? The bougainvillea. So they say there's a horse story in every room. What could be the story with this redhead beauty? Wondering minds want to know. So everyone, we are with the S'mores Sommelier at Unamos, por favor. The name of the hotel is Hotel Cheval, which means hotel horse en français. Oui. And Lisa, you're going to have the...
I'm having the Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Jet's having
I'm having whatever you're having.
bullseye to go home to mom and dad. And I'm having a bullseye as well. Hotel Cheval is located in the beautiful town. Is it city or town?
It would be the
City of Paso Robles, California.
bullseye.
Look at these s'mores fixing my man has. So moms, dads, bring your kids down to see the s'mores sommelier at Hotel Chevalier. Hotel Cheval. Chevalier, that was an actor, right?
Yeah. Horse.
I can't believe we're having s'mores. Wow. I'm excited. I do too. I never had a s'mores as a kid because I didn't go camping.
You didn't?
My idea of camping is black and white TV and
Black people don't go camping?
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true at all.
You can say it off camera, don't say it.
exactly. Because I don't want you. All right, so Robert, that's looking good. Wow, toasted those marshmallows. I can't get a nice close-up on that because my iPhone 13 might melt. Oh, look at you! I love it. He got a light on that thing. Y'all see that? He got a light on his chest. He's like,
body camera.
he's like, I do too. It's like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Oh, we're too loud. There's people trying to sleep.
It helps out. Oh, actually, up until 10 o'clock, you guys do
We
whatever
can,
you want.
okay, good. I don't want to. Oh man, I like this. Look at that. How many fireplaces out here, Robert? How
So
many?
we have two main fireplaces that
Okay.
are wood burning.
Right.
The other two, and one in reception and then also one in the library, are gas
Or
burning.
gas? The library. Will we check the library out yet, baby?
Yeah, it's right there. The one in our room is gas.
Oh, look at that library.
Yeah, I know.
Is that open till 10 as well?
Yes.
So if there's one thing other than the s'mores at Hotel Cheval, what would you say we got to check out?
You guys already checked out the bar. The bar is one of the better places to be at Hotel Cheval.
That is a great spot too. And I love the parking lot, the old carriage house, right? It's now the parking area. Beautiful. Look how he's doing these s'mores. Now this is how a real professional do it. Mine are all, smushy and gushy and.
Okay, so there's a preference to how a good s'more is. You can have a real smushed up burnt, or you can have something that sits proper, not all the time today.
That we can have with our high tea, right? And our pinky raised. Jet, are you glad you stayed for s'more learning?
I'm so happy that
I ran down the street and got a Jet.
That's nice.
my s'mores game.
There you go.
All right, y'all. The finished beauty. Here's the finished beauty.
good to me.
Looky. Here comes Cookie. Oh my goodness. That's
That
gorgeous.
is nice.
Wow. Thank you. Those are the two.
Peanut butter one?
All right, here.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's the Mr. Ed.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't your picture.
No, you're okay. You're okay. This is a s'more sommelier, y'all. He's killing it tonight in a
Really
good way.
appreciate it.
And
Thank you
another
so much,
bullseye.
Robert.
There you go.
Oh,
Wrap it up.
David, let me get a close up of your. Let me get a close up of yours.
What do you want me to?
Put it in the light so you get a close up of your s'mores. Gorgeous. We're headed into the library to take a look. Wow, this is gorgeous. So he was saying that there are stories about a horse in every room, right? Look at this.
You can fill a bag with candy.
I would love. We have to come back here, baby. We have to come back here. Oh, we got candy to go. Oh. I gotta bring my grandson here when he's old enough. Gotta bring Gio here.
Hold on.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Chef Curtis. Tonight, honey, what restaurant are we dining at?
Mutiny Burger
Oh, and where would we find Mutiny Burger?
in Paso Robles,
Paso
California.
Robles,
I'm
California.
not saying it right.
Say El Paso de Robles.
Okay.
Okay, now,
you go.
why are we here, honey?
Because we love the burgers.
And why do we love the burgers?
Because they're juicy and they're fresh.
No, but tell them the story about we were here in the summertime, and then we kept. Should I tell the
you
story?
tell, yes,
Okay,
yes.
so we were here in July. We were seeing our friend Jet and his mom. We came down and hang out with Jet and his mom and his dad, and we found this place. It's called,
Mutiny Burger.
and the burgers are flipping fantastic. The man behind us is the owner. And
Chef.
he's the
chef.
owner. He's got a cook in the back. But anyway, long story short, the food is fabulous. The service is off the chain, and the beer and wine is to live for. Peace out. Check it out when you come to Paso Robles. Well, I think you all know how much I like it down in Paso Robles, California. There's also a great place called Indigene Wine. It's fabulous. It's a black-owned winery. It's absolutely incredible. And, of course, Mutiny Burger and Hotel Cheval. Get down there and check out Central Coast. We're back home in Novato, and let's make some shish kebabs. Now, when using a wooden skewers, you want to make sure you soak those well enough so that they're nice and moist and they won't catch fire on your barbecue grill or open fire. I'm using lamb, chicken, and beef tonight. So why don't we do some cooking? Did you enjoy our time in Paso Robles? We did. So you've seen those wooden skewers. Now, the metal skewers here are traditionally used for meats like the Turkish soldiers did back in the day. Shish kebab, shish, if I'm correct, means sword, and the kebab is lamb. And what we're going to do is I've got a separate container for each type of meat. Again, we want to ensure we do not have any cross-contamination. I'm going to use 3 different knives, 3 different cutting boards. However, you could wash in between each one, wash and sanitize in between each meat. This is a lamb shank I got here, or lamb shank. And I'm just going to cut the bone out and slice this meat as well as the rest of the meats. Again, we're going to use our food safety gloves, and you'll see me change with each one. Now I'm going to speed this up so that we can get on to the cooking. Okay? Let's have fun. Now that we've got those gloves in place, let's remove the bone, and we're simply going to cut it into bite-sized pieces, and then we're going to marinate it with a little oil. Beef is next, same thing. Gloves on. We're going to cut it into bite-sized pieces. Then we're going to get our marinated a little. Last but not least, our chicken. Gloves on. Going to use a little more seasoning with this one. I'm going to cut them into strips. Then we'll add our oil, salt, pepper, some sage, and a couple other great things, and let's cook. Complete meal, we need some veggies. Potatoes first. I'm going to slice them in half. Let's get our onions together. I got cipollini and the red pearl onions. They are fabulous. I just pierced them so they can absorb some of the oil and the seasoning, and we are ready to make kebabs very soon. Let's prep the squash and the peppers. Yellow squash, we're just going to slice them into nice little bite-sized pieces. The same with the red, yellow, and orange pepper. Let's do it. The last little bit of prep, those potatoes that we slice, what I'm going to do is just simply par them. They're going to go into some water. I'm going to bring them to a boil and let them cook for no more than 3-4 minutes to soften them up. Side, going to bring the kebabs out in a minute, but however, I want to start with the grill first. And if you can't find your brush, just a piece of paper towel. And I'm going to use a mixture of peanut and canola oil. And I'm going to grill on the grill pan as well as the grills here. And we'll talk more about the traditions of kebabs. Are they shish kebabs or just kebabs? I know all the research I've done over the years, and it talks about kebabs originating from Turkish soldiers back in maybe the 1300s. And they would roast meats that they killed on the swords. That's why early on I was showing you those the metal skewers. That's always a hard word for me to say, skewers. Anyway, so I've got 2 of those, and we're just going to put meat on those. I've got beef, lamb, and chicken. Traditionally, the soldiers didn't have, or traditionally that the kebabs weren't made with pork, so we're not going to use pork, okay? And I'm drinking a cashmere tonight. This is one of my favorite wines, Klein Winery. Klein, I always say that, my tongue getting in the way. The Klein Winery, this is beautiful. It's cashmere, black cashmere, and I just love this. It's a fabulous red wine. It's so smooth on the tongue. All right, let me go get the materials, and we'll start putting the kebabs together. I'm going to close the grill so it gets nice and hot, so we'll hear that beautiful sizzle when we get ready to cook them, okay? The grill is heating up. Oh, look at that pan. That's smoking. It's going to close it, turn it down just a bit. In fact, I'm going to turn the middle one off, turn these down so we've got a nice temperature. Let's construct our kebabs. Again, as I was saying earlier, the kebabs started out in Turkey. The soldiers would shoot game or whatever, and then they would spear it with or skewer it with the sword, and then roast it over open fire. So I'm going to cook the meat on the open fire, or the meat kebabs on the open fire, and then the vegetable and meat mixtures I'm going to cook on that grill pan. And I also can't talk all of a sudden. What's wrong, Curtis George? These skewers I've been soaking overnight. They've soaked, well, almost 2 days. Water, a little salt and pepper. Why the salt and pepper? I don't know. I just wanted to add something to the water. And then I got some of just the single skewers as well. Okay, so shall we do some chicken, beef, and lamb? I cut that lamb shank up. Oh, and the potatoes. I was going to tell you all what I did with those potatoes. I took and after we sliced them in half, I parred them in hot water for about a minute or two, just to get them nice and soft so they'll slide on the skewers, and they will also roast better that way. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's do it. Chicken, lamb, and again, my marinade was just salt, pepper, oil, whatever seasoning blend I felt like putting together there. So you, of course, can always, and I really encourage you to play with your spice blends, things that you like to use. What else we've got? Oh, and I want to talk about the onions as well. Those pearl onions, I didn't skin them. I just cut the bottoms off. Same thing with the cipollini. I just cut the bottoms off because those little skins will either, cook off, or when we eat the skewers, you can, they'll just pop right off of there. Okay, so we're going to do meat first. I'm going to put a glove on my left hand. Again, we always talk about safety, that cross-contamination, right? So here we go. Glove on. And I'm just going to be careful. I don't want to just kind of mix my hand in the meat, so I don't want to cross over them that way. So what I'm going to do is just get one piece of meat with the 2 fingers there so that I don't want no chance of cross-contaminating. Boom. That's beef. Let's rotate it. Again, the same thing. Lamb. Oh, yeah, look at that. Boom. Lamb. Okay. Some chicken. Again, I'm just using those 2 fingers, okay? And traditionally, those guys back, or the soldiers, I don't want to say those guys, the soldiers, those Turkish soldiers, they probably had salt. Maybe they had some other spices in their bag, right? Because back then, salt was a commodity. Still is, right? These are going to be our meat skewers. I'm going to put 2 pieces of each type of meat on the skewer. And then we'll get those on there. And there's a lot of fat in that lamb, so remember that, okay? So you're going to let that burn off, cook off, okay? And be careful with the flame up, okay? And I added some oil. If you notice, when I was making the chicken skewers, I added a lot more seasoning because I was using just the chicken breast, okay? There we go. Let's make one more skewer here. Now, also, I had those little lamb, like lamb ribs there. I didn't want to throw that away, so I'm just going to slip this on one of the skewers as well and put another piece of lamb on there because there's not much meat on that. However, it's really good. Remember, it's always more tender by the bone, as we say. And chicken, lamb, some beef, and then we'll do vegetable. We'll do a mixture of vegetables as well. Oh, that looks good. I've got some longer slices of the chicken. Can you see that? I think it's getting darker, but it turns to more lights on here. So we may stop just for a second to get a more light on. And I've got my 2 meat skewers ready. I'm not going to push them all the way down or all the way to the top. I want to have some room so I can handle it on the grill. So let me go grab some more light to lighten up our working area before we move to the cooktop. All right, well, got a little more light on the subject, have a little sip of vino. Now let's put together our combo skewers, if you will. That is good stuff. Okay, how do you like the backyard? It's coming along, y'all. Got one more big project to do. My new storage shed I'm going to put in there. Going to try to have it match the house, black and white. I got the beds painted black, the fence is white, and we've got lighting in the back, so I'm getting really pumped and looking forward to cooking more for you in the backyard, or should I say cooking more with you in the backyard. BT Dub, by the way, chef coat. I hardly ever wear these things when I'm working at home. However, today I was doing a little yard work and I just threw this on top of my t-shirt that I was wearing. Now, I've got, like I said, we soaked the skewers. And again, just play with them. Have fun. whatever you like. I've got these double skewers. I love this thing. And for those of you, like one of my big things is portion control. I really want you to understand portion control. Yeah, we've got to, you know, what was the Julia Child saying? Moderation, moderation, including moderation. So for me, one of the key things to keeping the weight off is controlling my portions. And shish kebabs would be a great way to do that, okay? Because this could be a portion, right? Now you see how those skins, I'm not sure if you saw that at home, how that'll just pop right off. Now I'm gonna do an onion, some, what do I got here? Bell pepper, okay, a red onion, but slip that right through there. I need some squash on here. Okay. Careful, don't poke yourself in the finger there. Look at that. See that? Look at that's 1/2. Okay. So then we could do an onion at the base of this one. Let's say a red onion here, and let's throw a piece of meat on here as well. Okay. And I'm going to be quick with these because again, that whole thing, the whole rule about cross contamination. Be careful because these will get on the grill quickly. And also, you want to get something about the same size so that it'll cook. So that's why I really cut the meat into the sizes I did, so they'll cook relatively quick. Now I'm going to do some veggies just on the grill, so I won't add meat to those. And then we'll get some that we just add meat to as well. Pepper. I'm going to do both sides. I love these pearl onions, these red pearl onions, you know, and you can get the white pearls, but this is the cipollini. And I'm sliding it right through there. And yellow squash. All these are great veggies that will roast beautifully. So let's go ahead and kebab it up in Charlie Chaplin mode so we can get to the grill and do some cooking. The grill is nice and hot. I brought our items over, and I kept those gorgeous potatoes because I'm going to cook those on that grill pan, what I didn't use in the skewers. So shall we get started? Ooh, now I call this one my meat and potato. It's beef and potatoes on that skewer, and we're going to put this on this side over here. There we go. And this one's a veggie, lovey veggie. So we'll throw that on there on the grill pan. Let's just get them all on, let them cook. Again, this is an all meat skewer, so we'll put this on the open flame. We are recreating what those Turkish soldiers did back in the day, as we say. A little bit of potato onion skewer there. Now I've got my oil behind me. Another one of my meat and potatoes. That's chicken. That's some beef and the potatoes. Let's get those two metal skewers out. Now those are the meat lovers right there. So, you know, we got the handles off so I can turn them, right? And I've got another meat lovers. Sounds like I'm at a pizza joint, right? Put this on this side over here. And we're going to turn them. Turn them. Just let them cook. Let's get all the skewers going. I love this. This is so cool. And I think of it as kids when Mom ever did shish kebabs. It was so much fun because it wasn't normal, you know. I mean, a soul food cook, right, Mama? To be doing shish kebabs. But she sure turned them out. All right, so we got all our kebabs on. I am going to add these potatoes because there's still oil in the bottom there. So I'm going to add all this right here on the roasting pan. Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to turn these flat. Oh, we got a little flame up there, huh? Turn those flat, get all those potatoes going. Let's turn those over. Oh, look at that. Careful. All right. We'll keep an eye on our kebabs. Be back in a while and take a look at them, see how they're doing. Let's take a look at our kebabs. Ooh, baby, looking good, looking good, looking good. See a little pink there. I think I'm gonna go grab the thermometer and check our temperature. Looks like we need about 4 or 5 more minutes. You know, because we have those things packed tight on the skewers. You want to make sure everything gets a chance to cook thoroughly. And the big concern will be that the chicken and the lamb, okay? Making sure we get temperature on those two. Yeah, I can look at that and tell this needs a little more. The great thing, you got to soak those skewers, those wooden skewers, so that they don't catch fire. Remember that, okay? And again, I soaked them at least overnight, maybe almost 2 days. I'm trying to think of when I bought these. Ooh, a little flame up. Now look at these roasted potatoes. Aren't those gorgeous? Can you see those? Ooh, baby. Getting hungry, baby? She's been working hard today, so I really want to give her a good meal. And, y'all, I've got a surprise for Lisa coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll tell you about it. Ooh, not tonight, though, because she'll see the show. All right, we're going to let these cook a little longer. We'll come back and check on them when it's time. Oh, looky, looky, looky. Here comes Curtis to check the temperature. I've got my thermometer. I love that flame up. I've been rotating the swords, I'm calling them, back and forth on both sides. Isn't that beautiful? Woo! Ooh, baby. Baby, baby. Now, let's check the temperature. Let's say one of these little pieces. 130, 147. That's the, that was beef. See the lamb. 140 on the lamb, so that's kind of a medium. See where the chicken is. 151 up to 153. A little longer on that chicken, okay? Because we want that at 165. Okay. Those are just beautiful. All right, so what do you think of it, Lisa Cobb?
It's so good.
Yay. Okay, y'all. It's time. So tender. Nice, huh? All right, so it's time, as I call it, the pudding. Put it in your mouth, see how it tastes. Oh, those onions, I've just been dying to eat those. That's a little cipollini. That's that Italian flat onion. And this is what I'm talking about, how that skin just slides off. And that's just all that caramelization. Look at that. Woo! Makes you want to dance. All right, what I got here? A little bit of, looks like a little bit of lamb. My goodness, that was beef though. That's so good.